is the frequency in use. Very good. This is K4PEW, net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Are you ready to mumble? We have lots to do tonight. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? All right, nothing heard. If there is, call 911. I'm gonna skip the rest. Net may be broken at any time. For information on the net, see us on YouTube right now. Put my call, K4PEW, into the search box, and it'll come up with a premiere, that's what it's called, it'll show right up, hopefully. Also, you can go to our 146415.net, 146415.net, and see some information on Simplex and what we had fun with. You can also go to our groups.io site, groups.in the Oscar, and sign up for the email, or just if you don't want to do that, you can just look at our net schedule and memorize it. Or you can send me an email at k4pew@arrl.net. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. We meet here at 146-415, that's .415 or decimal 415. And we're here lots of other times. And tonight we're doing nets on 146-415. 144.240 upper sideband and 50.135. That's 6 meters upper side. 50.135. Purpose of that is to have fun. Figure out if your station even works. Seeing how well, and you can be able to see how well I hear you here on the screen on the S meter, which is kind of a guess meter in some ways. Doesn't necessarily a very technical evaluation. It's a relative number. But it gives you an idea how well your shack works and who you can't hear. Obviously, on the air, if you can hear somebody on the air, you're not going to worry about it, but it's all the other people you can't hear. We invite everyone to use it. That's for amateur radio announcements and events. I know there's a what do you call it? Hamfest coming up down in, I forget where it is now. Somebody can tell me, but we'll have an announcement that it's going to be automatic for them. It's in March. Does anybody else have any other announcements besides the 3 nets, the Hamfest in wherever the heck it is south of here, down near Manchester?
KM4YRF, you know why?
Yeah, I know YRF. That's what I know. Yeah, we also have a 10-meter net on 28.415 Sunday night, 7:30. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, and it's 28.415. It is upper sideband, and that's at 7:30 p.m. Ably handled by Michael KM4YRF. Be there. That's been pretty steady for the last 2 years and growing ever so slightly. Any other announcements? All righty. No other announcements. This is net number, holy mackerel, 772, starting from the north. We'll be taking, hold on one second, please. Had to get a fresh piece of paper out. I've forgotten to turn the page. We'll be starting with people short on time. Please come in.
Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot. KN4 MPV.
All right, I got you in there, Terry, and I got you in there, Rick. Rick, we'll take Rick first. How's it going, Rick?
It's going great, Paul. How are you?
I got hectic. I had to go out run an errand, and I missed my own net at 7 o'clock. I did them.
Oh my goodness, man! You got to tighten up.
Oh, I know. My wife will horsewhip me later.
I'm sure she will. She selling tickets?
Well, you have to pay extra if you want to use the whip.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Very good. Everything else well?
Everything's fine, Paul. Thank you for doing the net.
All righty. That's Rick in Ashland City. Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot. Terry, how you doing?
Doing okay, Paul. We're just moving some stuff around out here, and I'm going to be in and out of the house, so just thought I'd catch you on the early mode there. But KN4HDD was on the handheld here in Murfreesboro. We were both trying to get in on the digital C4FM net earlier, but I don't know what was Michael handling that. I don't know if he heard us or not.
He may not have. He has some trouble out of Murfreesboro on some stations, especially on the handheld. He's not going to hear that one. So his HDD was in there?
Yes, yeah, KN4HDD. he was in there to check in, and so was I.
Yeah, I heard you in there, but I was on my. He was doing net control, and I had to jump out of there. I thought he heard you actually.
Well, he may have. I was having trouble hearing him. I heard that the HDD here in Murfreesboro. I think he said he's not too far from me. So anyway, I thought I'd kick that in there, and good to be able to check in there at least tonight. I'm sorry I can't stay, but we're moving some furniture around. So anyway, hello to everybody on the net. I hope you're doing well and have a nice rest of the weekend. And we'll talk to you later. Glad I got to check in for you for a change here. KN4MPV back to the net there, K4PW.
Yeah, very good, Terry. There was Terry in Murfreesboro. Kilo November 4, Mike Papa Victor. I heard is Mark on frequency? Apparently not. He was checking in on the Yaesu Fusion at the Kilo November 4 Hotel Delta Delta. All righty. Anybody else short on time?
Comment.
Good, Michael.
You said KM4HDD for the Fusion?
Yes, as long as KN4MPV.
All right, got them both. I could hear Terry on the handheld.
Oh, very good. Did you catch that, Terry? Are you still there?
Yeah, I could hear you. And I think somebody just came in between y'all. Let me stand by here, okay?
All right. Was somebody else in there?
Yeah, Paul, this is Mark, K4HDD. I was just going to tell you I was listening.
All right, very good. I got you in there. Anything for the net?
No, that was me that MPV was talking about.
Yeah, no, very good. I understand. Are you on a handheld now?
No, I'm on a 50-watt rig right now.
Okay, because your signal is a little low. I mean, you're only about an S4 or 5 to me.
Yeah, stuff just seems a little scratchy down here tonight for some reason.
Yeah, I got it. Well, I always like to let people know what their signal strength was like in case they didn't know it. You know, I didn't know whether. I remember one time. I don't remember what the deal was, but I had my entire mast and antennas laying on the ground, and I could still hear people.
That's great.
I know. I thought it was. I don't remember if I ever talked to anybody doing that, but it was pretty wacky. Anyway, everything else going okay, Mark?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I was just running up here late. I've got a Yaesu FTM 100D that I've got to switch over the antenna, and I just didn't get it switched over fast enough, so I was just trying to check in on my hand.
Oh, I got you. We ought to start a whole plan nationwide that every ham requires a separate antenna for each rig.
My wife would kill me and YouTube for suggesting that.
Oh, I know it is. I can see the torches outside in the driveway right now.
Yeah, really, I've got to hide everything in my attic anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, Mark. Good to have you in there. That was Mark, Kilo November 4 Hotel Delta Delta down in Murfreesboro. Who else is anybody else short on time, or we're going to jump right over to wherever I said we were going?
Before we did.
Hey, what's up, Eddie?
Not much, just busy doing a few things around the house. So let's check in real quick. Hope everybody's doing okay, and thanks for doing the net before we get.
All right, just make sure to keep cleaning that shack, man.
It's gonna take a while. Come in.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Eddie. I'm sorry I didn't make it today. Everything kind of blew up, but I'll be there tomorrow. Oh, okay. Just give me a call. Will do. Back to that.
All right. This. Who else is? Anybody else short on time? Hey, what's up there, Charles?
I was first time hearing you. I just thought I'd check in there for you. Driving to the store down the street here.
Oh yeah, very good. A little bit of flutter in there. So you say you're mobile?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you sound okay. I can hear you okay. It's just the signal's a little low.
Let's make some antenna work tomorrow. Get a 2-meter beam up in the tree.
Oh, awesome. You'll be doing better.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get it in a better position. I'm going to try to get up as high as I can.
Yeah. Oh, you're already at a pretty good elevation, so that antenna should work great. Well, very good, Charles. Anything else for the net?
That's it. Thank you.
Very good. We'll catch you later. Have a good night. It's K4PEW, and that was Kilo Golf 4 Sierra Foxtrot Charles up in the Ashland City area mobile. Who else is or Joelton area, Joelton Ashland City mobile? Who else is from the east or from the north actually?
W4NP.
Whiskey for November, Papa, or Mike, Papa?
November, Papa.
Okay, very good. I was getting it confused with somebody else's call, but it wasn't. I even picked the wrong one because there's a Tango, Papa. I think you might know who that is.
Yeah, right. I was wanting to mention earlier on the C4 FM portion of the net, Michael was for maybe half the time or more kept transmitting on FM. It was very confusing.
Okay, Michael, were you aware you were transmitting on FM?
No, I'm set to DN and got the AMS on.
The AMS may be messing you up.
Some other FM traffic in there, and I was kind of monitoring both FM and digital there, and several times there was even another check-in or two that was trying to tell you, Michael, that you were transmitting on FM, but obviously you couldn't. I even told you on FM you was transmitting on FM, but for some reason I don't believe you was able to hear me.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be on automatic mode select there, Mike.
All right, I'll turn that off. I'm glad you brought that to my attention.
Yeah, because it would automatically respond to some other person who's who's on FM mistaken.
Oh well, you live and you learn.
Well, some of us do. All right, thank you, David. Appreciate that input. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I've been kind of busy today, and then I had to go to a funeral visitation this afternoon. But other than that, all is well here in the big city of White House, so to speak. So hope all is well with you too, there, Paul.
Yeah, very good. I had never asked you before. Which year Ford is that on your QRZ page?
Oh, that is a 1966 model.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. It's in good shape? I mean, it looked great.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's tip-top, man. Fantastic shape. Most all the work I've done here in the shop.
You got original mag wheels on it?
No, them are an aftermarket wheel. They're a replica of the 60s version of the old radar wheels.
Oh, wow. I was joking about the original because I didn't think they had mag wheels back in the 60s.
Oh yeah, well in the '60s, yeah, the mags were very popular in the late '60s or so.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. I didn't have the money for a car, let alone I had a car, but the mags would have cost me about 3 times as much as the car,
Well, yeah, that's kind of like wheels nowadays. It's well, you know how it is. Everything's real expensive nowadays.
Yeah, very good. Which motor is in that?
I have it's a small block Ford engine. It's a 302 cubic inch with some other goodies accessories on it there.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
I appreciate that, and appreciate you noticing. All right, well, I'll let you move on. 7, 3, 2, 1, and all.
Yeah, very good. That was back in the era of good old nylon single ply tires.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, very good. That was David in White House. Whiskey 4 November Papa, and he's from White House. Good signal. Who else is north?
K3CTP. K4WC.
All right, hold on one second, Steve. I had who do I have in there? Oh, yeah, Brian in there. How you doing, Brian?
Okay, I'm still waiting to figure out who the latest cancel person was, but I'll wait.
Oh no, I was talking about cancel culture. It's a general cancellation. So many. Briefly stated, my theory here is that someday they're going to find out that there's a lot of opinions being said in ham radio, and somebody's going to try to cancel ham radio operators.
Well, I think they've done what they could, and sooner or later they'll just get rid of our frequencies.
Well, that's the way they do it. That's right. So how are you doing tonight there, Brian?
Oh, real good. It's nice. It
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be in the 60s tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm hoping to work on my wife's car, get the valve cover gaskets replaced and a few other things.
That's no fun. That's the kind of work that makes my back hurt.
It just scares me because I know what might happen. 180,000 miles on it, never had anything done. It's gonna, bolts are gonna snap off. I'm gonna be busy.
I'm with you. That's no, that's never. Yeah, your anticipation. Don't. There's nothing you can do about it, though, as you know.
Yeah, just prepare. I mean, I guess I got a brand new set of easy outs and lots of thread oil.
And drill bits.
Oh yeah, they got a sale on drill bits at Lowe's. So I got a couple boxes now.
I'm pretty. You know, it's funny on the smaller sizes. I'm very good at breaking those. You know.
Yeah, anything from about an eighth down, they just snap off.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I don't remember truthfully, but machine shops can't have that same problem, do they? I mean, are they using a different type of steel than the professional shops?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's they know what they call speed feed, and most of us out here we feed it harder than we have the speed going.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. And we don't necessarily keep it in a straight shot either.
No, you use leverage to route it out a little bit to give that chamfering on the edges.
Yeah, it just comes naturally. Very good. Anything else for the net there, Brian?
No, everything's going good. I got this radio still working on it, and I haven't even started on the R7000. I get to them. I got them out of the case, but I'm just playing with radios.
You better hurry up because there's another Schulman auction coming up the 24th, I think it is.
Yeah, I got my eyes on a couple things, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to go up high enough.
You can get really backed up if you get busy.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get one of those storage facilities that they bring in, and I can just put all that stuff in it.
Yep, I'm with you. Well, very good. Anything else here for the net there tonight, Brian?
Go ahead. Thanks for the net. Hey, 360p.
Yeah, very good. That was I get my name straight here. Kilo Alpha 3, Charlie Tango Papa. That's Brian in Hendersonville. Steve, how you doing? You sound good tonight. He must have stepped away, bro. Steve, you still there? K4PEW. Yep, he stepped away from the mic. We had Kilo 4 Whiskey, Kilo uniform, just north of Bowling Green. Check in a few minutes ago. Who else is north? Please come down. North or west?
Kilo Uniform 4, X-Ray Quebec.
Hey, how are you tonight? I haven't heard from you in a while. How you doing?
Paul, yeah, I'm doing all right, man. Yeah, Tim over here in Hendersonville. Living a life. Had some kerosene, so I thought I'd start it up out here in the shack and come out here and turn on the radio, right?
Yeah. What kind of a heater do you have out there? I mean, it's kerosene, but is it just like a pot heater?
Yeah. It's I had the other propane and it rotted out. I've been through several of those, so I tried kerosene this year, and it's doing all right. It just takes a while to warm it up out here, and I'm too lazy to do it.
Well, those old pot heaters, if you've got one of the old ones, they're all cast iron. They don't ever wear out.
Right? Yeah, this is well, it's not cast iron. It's a newer model. The ones I guess I grew up with from the '70s, I guess. But I thought I'd try it out instead of spending all that money on the. Well, it's about the same thing, really, between kerosene and propane. But as long as I can get warm out here and talk on the radio, hopefully in the next couple of months, this crap will be over with.
Oh yeah. Well, the problem with all of this stuff made, the newer it gets, the less time it lasts.
Absolutely. And it costs more. Man, cars. There you go.
Well, I laugh. I'm not sure exactly. I think I'm a little older. In fact, I'm sure I'm a little older than you are. But I remember back when, if I remember correctly, 66 or so Mustangs were, I don't know, $3,000 or so.
Yeah, they had metal in them.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, it's just funny to me that how things change in a Slim Jim. Slim Jim? Yeah, Slim Jims were 10 cents.
That's crazy.
Candy bars were a nickel. I feel like an old man, living. It's like back in the days of the Old West or something.
Oh yeah, man. I remember them being 15 cents, and so I don't know, man. But things change, I guess. Ain't no way to stop it.
No, they do. It's all a relative thing. I think I made a mention on the net before, and I was a little astounded by my research. I said, people want $15 an hour. That's insane. They want 50. They're crazy for entry level jobs. So I took the $2.90 an hour I made when I first got out of the military in '72, and I said, what's that worth today? Well, I urge you to look it up because it's worth $18 and change.
Crazy, ain't it? Yeah. That's me, man. You can't stop it. It's gonna keep going. You doing all right?
Oh yeah, no, it's just doing fine, having a good time. I don't know if you heard me check in. I thought I think I coined a new word in ham radio nets when I said get ready to mumble.
That's pretty good. Lord. Well, man, appreciate you doing it. Sorry I ain't in here more often. I'll try to get in here. You know me. I actually forgot it was Saturday night. Just had to turn on the radio and I heard the net going on. So 73 all around. Appreciate what you do. Have a good man.
All right, very good. That was Tim in Hendersonville. Kilo Uniform 4 X-Ray Quebec. He hasn't been here in a while, but it's good to have him in there. We don't really forget about people. We just go, hey, what happened to Tim? That's what we do. That's what I think to I think maybe I need to write him a note. Anyway, who else is north or west?
WB0NOO.
Hey, did you get the volume turned down? Mark?
Oh, I don't know. I was a little late getting here.
Ah, okay, very good. No, I didn't want to. I want to speak lowly. I don't want to upset your ex-wife.
Oh, you're safe. She's in the other room.
Yeah, very good. How's it going for you today?
Oh, going good. Still trying to climb back from that stinking virus, but doing better. Getting a little better every day. So I guess that's good.
What is it? Just a matter of lethargy and stamina? Is that the big issue for you?
Yeah, I think so. At this age, when you're kind of on your back for 3 weeks, it takes a while to get going.
Oh no, it's been a long time since I've been in a position like that. But if you lay down for a couple 3 days, it's if you're just doing nothing but getting up and going to the bathroom, you get dizzy when you get up.
Yep. But doing better. So I don't think I've driven a car since the 18th of January. So I need to get out.
Oh, you can almost cancel your insurance.
I didn't think about that.
Well, very good, Mark. Good to have you in there, and I'm glad you're getting better. That COVID has been killing everybody in some way, financially, socially, and physically. That's Whiskey Bravo Zero, November, Oscar. That's Mark. He's in Northwest Wilson County. Who else is west?
Whiskey Alpha 4, Victor Golf Zulu.
Hello, Jim. We didn't have but you and me. And did I hear somebody else? Did you hear anybody else get in the DMR net when we got off the line? When I got off the line?
Negative. It was just me and you as far as I could tell.
Yeah, I think Greg was in there, but he's in Antioch, so I'm not sure he could hear you. I think he was in there. I'll have to ask Greg when he checks in.
Yeah, real fine. Yeah, you came in beautiful signal, and just a comment on the digital fusion, the AMS mode. Net control should definitely not have AMS mode enabled. Pick one of the digital modes, either straight digital or the voice wide, and stay with it, and everybody else can follow net control that way.
Oh, I agree. That automatic mode select, I noticed, messes me up sometimes.
Yeah, it does exactly what it's
Well, I got the impression that it would even, it seemed to, and again, just an observation, it seemed to be picking up just random FM and automatically changing, even though other parties are on, on digital.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. It follows whoever, and somebody was transmitting FM, and then apparently Michael changed to receive FM, and then when he made a transmission, he was transmitting FM.
Yeah, almost sounds silly. Then the machines are taking over.
Well, we have to outsmart them. We're smarter than machines, right?
That's what I've been told.
Okay, real fine. Yeah, Kathy, give Kathy a remote check in from the other side of the room. She's got her earphones on and playing CW.
Very good. I forget her call. Give me her call one more time.
I'm just joking about a check in, but if you want her number, give her a remote. Whiskey 4, Charlie, Mike, Golf.
Oh yeah, well, she's in the same room and or in the same household. We've done that. Anyway, that's Kathy. She's also in the same household. Hope Kathy's doing okay, and hope you're doing okay, Jim. That was Whiskey Alpha 4, Victor Golf Zulu. That's Jim, and Whiskey 4, Charlie, Mike, Golf, Kathy. Who else is north or west? Hold on there a second, Jeff. Might have heard 3 people in there, but I got who did I get? Jack in there, and I got Jeff in there. Jack, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Just enjoying the net. We had a big time on D-Star tonight.
Oh, excellent. How many people do you have in there?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Larry, but I think it's 3 or 4 or 5.
Excellent. Yeah, we're gonna do a minor changes here. We need to give more time to the 3 groups, and I think we're going to at least move the DMR to another maybe to another day. Like we were talking about doing it right after the 10-meter net on Sunday nights.
Well, the community's growing, so anyway, thanks for doing the net, Paul. I'll get out of the way and let the others check in.
Very good, Jack. We'll catch you later. You sound great. That's Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, and Donaldson. That's Jack. I heard Jeff in there. How you doing, Jeff?
WY4G, good evening, Paul. That just kind of hanging out and waiting my turn.
Yeah. Ask not for who the net control asks for. No, I forget what's up. I'm trying to do that paraphrase. It didn't work though. Everything going okay for you, Jeff?
Oh yeah, I can't complain too much. But if I do, it won't make any difference.
Oh, it depends. Sometimes it's good to air griefs if they're legitimate. But if you're complaining about the weather, you're going to have to talk to God about that one.
I've never complained about the weather too much, but just, there's other gripes, but it just wasn't, it wouldn't make a difference anyway. So I just let it go.
No, I know what you mean. Well, with the job you had, it was one of those, the same with mine. It didn't matter what the weather was. I still had to go to work out, oftentimes in the weather. So it didn't, what were you going to do? Complaining doesn't do a darn bit of good except have a bad attitude.
It's true. So I just, make the best of it. But now I kind of look at it when, the weather hits, and I'm just thankful I don't have to do that anymore. So it's just, I paid my dues, so here I am.
Oh, I guess you did. How long did you work for the Nashville Metropolitan Transit?
34 years.
Man, that's a testimony. I'm telling you, a lot of people couldn't do that.
Well, a lot of people can't work, or they don't want to. So it's just, I just did it. It just became this routine for me. So I just, did it till I just decided, well, now's the time. So here I am.
Maybe that's why they want to go to all computer-controlled cars and vehicles, because nobody wants to drive them.
Yeah, there'll still be just as much traffic and mayhem on the roads as it is now. It'll probably be worse.
Oh, I think it can get worse. All right, very good, Jeff. Anything else for the net?
No, that's all I have.
Very good. That's Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf, and that's Jeff in Madison. Who else is west?
KM4YRF.
Hey, You hear what we were saying about that AMS. I think I had that same problem on another occasion where I didn't. If you have it on AMS, you're just. I guess if you're mobile, it helps. But if you're doing a digital net, you don't want to be in that automatic mode select thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that thing off.
Yep, I'm with you. How's it going for you? So you see you're busy. Everything go well?
Yeah, Emily's been here for a week, and just today was just a kind of a confused day. Everything came up and had to be handled all at one time. Didn't get a chance to get over to Eddie's pick up that power supply, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna outbid you. I'll go pick it up tonight.
Go for it.
No, that's all yours. Like I told you, for anybody else who might, whenever somebody tries selling something on the system, on the email system, I'm the first person to see it because I approve all messages. But even if it looks like something I'd like, I make sure everybody sees it at the same time because I don't want people to think I'm just cherry picking the sales, you know.
How would we know though?
Yeah, you wouldn't because somebody would say, "Hey, I sold Paul that thing and I put it up on the net," and he might not notice that it didn't go up on it.
Okay, just checking.
No,
Nothing further, Paul. Back to that.
very good. That's Michael Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. He is in Belshire, just a mile or two north of downtown Nashville. Who else is west?
In five.
Oh, Steve, hold on one second. I had N5TAW. I believe that was David in there, wasn't it?
That is correct.
Hey, you sound great. Hey, did you ever go look at the views on the Flat Tire Diner?
No, I did not.
You got to take a look. They got generally good reviews. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not trying to badmouth an organization, but after what happened on Saturday, my wife decided to look it up, and some of them are pretty odd. I mean, there's always odd reviews anyway, but they generally had great reviews.
Yeah, I thought the food was real good. Service was good too, considering how many of us were over there. But doesn't take much to turn that upside down.
No, it doesn't. And again, I really think we're gonna have to. I'm gonna change the venue next Saturday because we can't. I don't want that to happen, and I don't want the food there is excellent. I found it to be very, very good. I mean, it's one of the best breakfasts I've had in a while in a restaurant.
Yeah, it's definitely good food. I like Courtney's too. Their food was good too. But when when you got other things that you're obligated to do, you just can't keep the business open, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is there. I'm told it's going to reopen, but I don't know the deal.
Yeah, after some public service time, I'm sure.
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't even know the guy. Let alone I couldn't pick him out of a crowd.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can get back there. I mean, where we were last weekend was definitely closer for me, but there's just I've been to a lot of places over a lot of years with a lot of groups of people, and that's the first time I've ever seen that happen.
Yeah, I'm with you. Everything else going well for you there, do you?
Just working too much. It's really be nice to retire right now, but that's not going to happen.
I think you're too young, aren't you?
Are you ever too young to retire?
I don't know. My first wife's dad retired at 55, and I always thought that was the coolest thing. I didn't think it was that cool when I was 20 or however. No, I was 23 when he retired, and he was 55. And then as I moved on in life, I thought, man, what a dream that would be to retire at 55 and afford it.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. I'm a little past that, but I think a friend of mine back in Memphis, I think his parents, I'm not exactly sure how old. It seemed like I was very young when they retired, so they both worked for the railroad, and I have a feeling they might have retired at about 55. It'd be nice. I mean, I'm not going to sit around and do nothing for sure, but it'd be nice.
Oh, I'm sure that's true. Well, very good. Nothing else for the net?
Not a thing.
All right, very good. That's David, November 5 Tango Alpha Whiskey. He's in Madison. Steve, I heard the name, but I don't know who that is.
KO4 GBO, Kilo Oscar 4 GBO, Golf Bravo Oscar, Steve, in Mount Juliet.
Yeah, very good, Steve. I didn't normally I'd be able to pick up on your lack of an accent from the New York metro area, but Steve.
Okay, one thing I want to ask you, how do I do, what kind of antenna I need to also hear people? Because I hear you loud and clear. I don't know how you hear me, but what could I do to listen to other people?
Are you in a rental or a home now? A regular home?
No, I'm in a rental. That's the problem.
Well, tough because you can't really put up anything permanent. I don't know how long your rent or your lease is for, but you could conceivably put up a 10, 15 feet up in the air, and if you could get it outside, that'd be great. I don't know if you can get into your attic and put up a reasonably put in the attic, but getting it outside, and you can get a pretty good antenna for $90 to stick outside, and you'd be able to hear people.
Copy that, but do you suggest anything that I could use, like a pizza sauce to the bottom and a magnet up top, is better than, because I'm using a Slim Jim on the window for now.
Well, I think the key would be, even with the Slim Jim, if you could get that up as high as possible, because you're doing the Slim Jim.
No, second floor.
Well, that's one of the good reasons I hear you so well. Yeah, with trying to do something that you can't get outside. No, there was more information. You can't. Is there anything you can stick outside, or is the home more? I mean, is it an apartment or a house?
The house, but I don't know where to put it. I mean, I don't want to make any holes in the wall. I'll be sued from the landlord. But I could stick a magnetic antenna and with a piece of source metal on the bottom. Maybe I have a much bigger.
Seen people take a vertical antenna. Now you've got 8-foot ceilings in your, I assume, on the second floor.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I have heard. I don't think I've actually. Yeah, I've heard several people that have been on the net. It is a temporary or as a fix it for the moment. They took it because you can get an antenna on some of the. Let's say they're 6 or 7 feet tall on a 2-meter antenna, and they just set it right in front of the window on the second floor, plain antenna. I think you know the type I'm talking about. And you just don't want to be in the same. Well, you're on a handheld transmitting into there, right?
Anytone 5578. It's with a 50 watts transmitting right now.
Okay, I was going to say, I just room if you're transmitting on an indoor antenna, like that, with something just hanging, big antenna standing up. And
I know there's no other way, but I would love to hear other people, but I have to wait at least another 5-6 months. Then I can pull my regular. I have a beautiful that I used to use at home in Florida. I used to talk to everybody, but now I'm very limited. I'm so sorry, but thank you for your input and thank you for the net.
Yeah, very good, Steve. Glad to have you in town. That's Kilo Oscar 4 Golf in Mount Juliet in a rental, and he's trying to figure out the best way to do something in his home. Is your email good on QRZ, Steve?
Because I see you email me all the time. I got 3-4 emails already.
Oh, very good. I just want to make sure that I'll maybe email you. They had some other ideas or ways you might be able to improve your station. Well, very good. That was Steve here in Mount Juliet, Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Bravo Oscar. Who else is? Where was I? West or south? North, west or south?
Kilo 4 Victor Alpha.
Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee Bill.
Very good. Bill, hold on 1 second. I got Kilo 4 Victor Alpha. How you doing?
Kilo 4 Victor Alpha. Doing pretty good, Paul. And you're enjoying the day. And, listening to the net and enjoying it. And say good evening, everybody.
Yeah, very sound good. You're not using any different antenna, are you?
No, it's still the 4 element.
Okay, no, you're doing great.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, it is good. You having a good weekend, I hope?
Oh yeah, been quiet. Chippy, but not too bad compared to some of the past weekends.
Yeah, we had some horrendous rains when that front move was that Friday? I forget already. Was that Thursday or Friday?
Thursday, I believe it was.
Man, it was man. Patio hadn't been that, it's like flooded from the gutters going out into the yard. And I hadn't seen it that flooded in a long time.
Oh, it gets washed off from time to time itself when it comes through like that.
Well, very good. Anything else for the net tonight, Michael?
No, sir. We'll say good evening and turn it back over to you. Yep, for you.
Very good. That is Michael, Kilo 4 Victor Alpha, and he is. Bill, I catch you down there in Murphy's doing all right?
We're doing just wonderful down here.
Very good. I think, like I said, I appreciate when you say those kind of things because we tend to forget that life is pretty wonderful.
I think as a whole it is. We've got so much more than a lot of people in this world, and we really need to be thankful. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I traveled extensively when I was in the military, and I saw really poor people. When I say poor people, they didn't even have homes. They were living in U.S. shanties.
With a dirt floor.
Oh, definitely a dirt floor, and they were squatters. They didn't have power in them.
Like I said, most people try to make the best they can with what they have. Really, they're not doing too bad accordingly.
No, that's right. Yeah, again, having to be content with what your situation you find yourself in. Some things you can't change in your own life. You just got to learn to live with it and like it.
Well, that's what we go through every day. But get in there and keep on moving.
Very good. That's terrific. That's Bill. He's in Murfreesboro. Kilo Mike 4, November. Great signal. Who else is west or south?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hey, Larry, how many people did you end up having on D-Star tonight?
We had 4 tonight.
Oh, okay, very good. I heard 10 is over and my radio over, and I had to jump out, and I heard you. I think you checked in on the DMR portion. Did you know?
Yeah, that's right.
Did you connect with anybody? Was anybody left there?
No, I think I was a little late getting in there.
Yeah, it was up there, and I was jumping out because I didn't want to interfere with the D-Star net, and that's where you would have come in anyway.
That's right. Send it through to everybody on the net and let you get on with it, man. KU4 SYB.
Yeah, very good, Larry. That's Larry in Rockville. Kilo Sierra Yankee Victor. Who else is west or south?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Greg and Antioch.
Hey, yeah, you were coming in real strong on the DMR. DMR? And right?
I didn't think you heard me on either.
I don't know what was going on there that you didn't hear me. I don't understand.
I don't know. Both the DMR and the C4FM were wonky for me tonight. I don't know whether it was on my end or just a combination of events.
Well, I'm pretty sure I didn't hear you on, but I did hear you on Fusion.
Good deal. Well, I don't know. We'll get it all straightened out.
Well, it's because when I called out and said, "Is that you, Greg?" I didn't get a response, but I'm pretty sure that was somebody where you doubled with them. No, you didn't hear me, then you couldn't respond. But you know what I'm saying? Is something screwed up here?
Yeah. I think you're very well could have been some doubling, and I might not have even heard the other party.
Everything screwed up on the digital?
Nah, I guess not. Other than Bible thumping, gun toting, flag waving libertarian here, so they'll be after me.
That's what I'm saying, man. We're all going to get canceled.
Yeah, I bet there's a bunch of us.
Very good. That was Greg in Antioch. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, and he's canceled. No, who else is West?
KU4 TYJ.
You're canceled too, Jim.
Oh yeah, I am.
What's going on with you?
Oh, nothing. That's another day in paradise. Went out there and finally bit the bullet today and bought wife and I. It's been 7 years or 6 years, something like that. Apparently, it's time to upgrade.
Wow. Are you with the high-end iPhones or just the moderately priced ones?
They're expensive. I got the
Yeah, I wouldn't have any idea. What do they run, $1,000?
like 800.
Yeah, it's actually more. Is there a reason you like that more so than any of the other phones?
Well, I like the iPhone platform. I've had it for a number of years, and it beats, I think, the Android operating system by a lot. Seemed to work fine. The thing with the old phone I had, it only had, very limited memory. To upgrade.
That means I need to be upgraded.
Yeah, well, me too. But this model here is is the latest and greatest. That's it.
Yeah. Now, do you use it? Is it of any value to you, like in your interact with the bike at all? I mean, the software on the bike.
No, the only thing I can do, I could like have music on it and then plug it into the bike and play music that way, like an iPad or something like that. My phone has an iPad if I had music, but I don't bother. I got XM radio on it, so I don't even bother with that. But I could do it.
Bluetooth.
Yeah, I could buy an adapter and all that and run Bluetooth.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, the adapter on the bike, I mean, or on the iPad?
To go through the intercom system of the bike.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I can't. I've always heard that the Apple series works well on just in general. The platform's nice, but I don't think I'm willing to pay that much. I mean, that's just being cheap because I don't use the phone very much.
I use it quite a bit, and a lot of the features I get by without it, but apparently other people think I can't. So I went ahead and bought it. Me and the wife both got it. So yeah, I'll be paying for them for a while.
You didn't buy your mother-in-law one?
I bought hers a year or so ago. I forget. I think it was a Motorola. But yeah, she don't need all that fancy stuff.
You should get her a burner phone, man.
I know it.
Very good. Anything else for the net? We doing anything on HF?
Yeah, we're out chatting.
Cool. Very good. That loop does you a lot of work, doesn't it?
Yeah, I got getting my money's worth out of it. From 6 meters all the way down to 160. I've been exercising it for a couple of years now.
Yeah, that's awesome. That really is good. Well, very good. That was Jim in Woodbury. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Who else is?
Delta and Smyrna.
All right. There was at least two in there. Whiskey Victor 4 Delta was the only one I heard, though. How you doing, Ken?
Doing really well, Paul. Was able to get on a C4 FM, and I think some of the problems the guy has is they do have it on automatic where it'll switch modes, back from FM, digital to FM, but I could read it. I could read everybody on the digital net tonight.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I believe you're right that we need to learn not to. We ought to put a warning in there. Leave it off the AMS.
Yep. Well, hope you have a good evening, Paul, and good weekend. I'll let you go. Say 73 to everybody on the net and get out of the way. WV4D clear.
Good, very good. That's Ken in Smyrna. Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. Great signal. Who else is south or east?
W4HI.
Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. How you doing there, James? Fantastic. Nice weather for not cutting grass.
I'm not cutting grass. I'm playing around in the ham shack.
Yeah, well, no grass cutting.
I love it.
Family's doing okay?
Yeah, they're doing fine. Great.
Very good. Anything else for the net tonight?
Can't think of anything.
All right, very good. That's James. Great signal here in Mount Antenna. Good one, but it's indoors. Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India here in Mount Juliet. Who else is south or east?
OSOR, good evening.
Hey, Richard. Gee, you didn't even bother competing, or you gave up already on games, huh?
No, I mean, he's much closer and can probably, unless just before he transmits, I don't think I've got a chance. I made a contact on 20 meters today, about the third one together, to a guy doing the parks on the air down in Central Florida. So I'm kind of happy about that.
Oh, very good. Which park was it? Do you recall?
He made reference to it, but if K1829 means anything to anybody, that's where he was.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up myself. Well, there's a bunch of parks in Florida. A bunch of parks here too, but there's a bunch of parks down there.
Yeah, he gave me a 5.9, and he was a 5.9, so he had a good system going on down there.
Now you're using that G5 RV?
I am, and a IC725 Icon.
Awesome. Yeah, you know that the original designer of the G5 RV, his commentary on the antenna was that it was really the best band it operates on is 20 meters.
Well, I didn't have to tune it a whole lot to get it where it needed to be, and I had a good SWR and power output on the meter when I started transmitting, so I was happy.
I hear you. But everything else going okay?
Everything's under control. Have we figured out where we're doing breakfast next week?
Now, no, we haven't. But you want me to make these snap decisions?
No. Take your time.
We were, my wife and I were talking about. She doesn't show up, but she was talking about, where were you going to be? I don't know. We'll figure it out. There's lots of, we just want a place where we can sit there for a while without being bothered, with having to, get out.
Yeah, that must be that California-ism coming out in that guy.
I don't know. Don't I? The position. I mean, but you figure between the whole group of us, we probably dropped, I don't know, $200. I stay there a little while.
You'd like to think so, but go to him, he wants that next 200 to sit down and have at it.
Oh, I know. Well, no, I don't blame him. Really, I really. Well, anyway, I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to fault the guy. It's his restaurant; he can do as he pleases. Challenge you to go to the reviews on his on Yelp. There's some interesting reviews on there. Not that they're so horrendous. Don't get me wrong. There's some nice reviews. A few funny ones.
I don't doubt that for a second.
Very good. That was Richard, KI4SI, his bride, Stephanie, KI4 Sierra Oscar Romeo in just west of downtown Lebanon. Who else is
Whiskey 4 Delta Foxtrot, I'm in Rockville.
Okay, Tom, hold on one second. I heard Whiskey 4 Delta Foxtrot.
Sorry about that, Paul. I was reading something else when I answered that.
What was the call? Who is it? I think I recognize the voice. Who is it?
Yeah, this is Gary, W4 Tennessee.
Okay. I've done the same thing, by the way. Gary, Whiskey 4 Tango Foxtrot Zulu. What's up, Gary?
Oh, nothing much. Just sitting here a while listening to everybody and was reading something. Just spouted out the wrong thing.
No, I'm done. It only goes to show you, I've had people that you can't think to two things at one time. That your brain can't do two things, think about two things at one time. And I've proven it repeatedly.
The bad thing is I got two radios going at the same time too.
No, I have tried to. I've tried to concentrate on one thing, and I'm trying to read another thing. Guess what? Neither of them help.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. My apologies to everybody, for my own embarrassment there. But, beautiful day today, but I don't have anything for the net. Just wanted out and say hello to everybody.
Very good. You sound great. That was Baird's Mill, Whiskey 4 Tango, Foxtrot Zulu. I heard Tom in there down in Rockville. What's up, Tom?
Oh, in the net, not a whole lot. Just having a relaxing evening here. We got our little 7-month-old, keeping him tonight because his daddy's out of town and his mama's out with friends, so we get him tonight. And the digital net tonight because, as you can imagine, I had a little distractions going on, and tonight that made it. So I want to say hello to everybody in the group. Nothing much else to report. Back to net. K4PEW. Good evening to everyone. KM410.
Yeah, I figured you were enjoying the Titan season this year. You came to mind, and I see they're wanting to build a new stadium. I'm sure you're more than willing to send them a few $1,000 to help with that enterprise, aren't you?
Well, absolutely. They said that the cost to renovate the existing dollars. I was involved in a very small way in the construction of that stadium back when, and the emergency power system there, the backup generators and whatnot. And I think they said the initial cost of that stadium was somewhere around $350 million. And that was back in the 90s, so obviously it's way higher than that now. But yeah, it's I think they did a study on it and decided it would be more cost effective to just build a whole new one. How about?
Not only that, even if you're renovating it, doesn't mean it's going to be worth a damn in 10 or 15 years when you're hoping you want it to last another 30.
Yep, exactly. So they're going to build a new one, and I guess they'll turn the existing stadium something else. Don't know what yet, but it'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
We'll turn it into rubble. Landfill is what it'll be turned into.
Well, they'll make a little mini community out of it with shopping malls and that type of thing.
I wouldn't be surprised they turn it into some combination, residential, retail, high rise or whatever. Make good use of the property and real estate income, the tax.
Yep. Well, I guess it'll be one of those things that's going to be interesting to watch. They talk about this terrible homeless problem that Nashville has, and they just can't seem to understand why that problem exists. But they're willing to spend. Well, you can make money on a football stadium. I don't guess you can make money taking care of the homeless. That's just business. What that as bad as that is, but. I don't know. I guess bottom line of what I'm trying to say is I think the money could probably purposes, but I'm not the one making that decisions, and it's probably a good thing. Anyway, that's all. 73. Gonna get inside and see it. Check on the wife and the baby. K4PE and 410.
Yeah, very good. That's Tom in Rockville. Sounds good. Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike. Anybody else? South or east?
Whiskey 4.
What's up with you?
Hey, Paul, what's going on? But I guess I'm not a regular attendee at the Saturday breakfast, but the power curve on this. But I guess Courtney's has closed down or something.
Apparently, Courtney's owner had a problem, and he was for a time in the Metro Davidson or whatever they call it, Metro Nashville hotel. And I don't know what the story is. I'm told I heard through the grapevine that he was coming back with his girlfriend or wife. I don't know what the story is.
Okay. Well, all right. So everything's going okay with you guys?
Oh, yeah. No, everything's great. You know what they say, as long as you got your health antenna, everything's good.
Yeah, I can attest to that. That's for sure. Okay. Well, back to you then.
Very good, Jimmy. That's Whiskey 4 Uniform Foxtrot. He's up in northeast Mount Juliet, kind of. They're north of the old Mount Juliet High School. Any place, anywhere?
KG4CXE, Kristen Dalton. Alpha, this is Philip over in Tucker's Road, outside of Lebanon.
Okay, hold on. I just got deluged, and I couldn't. I think I heard one was in there with Larry. Wasn't that you, Larry? Very good. You said Roger, man. That's your name's either Larry or Roger, man.
Victor.
Major Major from the old. I think that was the title, wasn't it? In MASH, Major Major. Another movie.
MASH, Airplane 101 or something like that. Something else. Day here in Paradise, just copy the mail. Just in and out. You can put the homeless people there at the old stadium. That's what they do with them.
You know, it's funny. It's like some of the cities find it odd, and again, I'm not being judgmental here in any way. It's like Los Angeles and New York City, particularly in Boston. They build all these great homeless shelters, and then more people, so they get more than they need.
Now, all I can say is where you have liberals controlling the environment, you have lots of homeless people.
It would seem that way, but Florida kind of breaks the rule on that a little bit, just due to the southern states, like Florida in particular, because you can live in Miami but year round under a bridge.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, with the exception with the climate, where we get the free handouts. The cops are told not to arrest you for drugs. You're good to go.
What a dream world! I can shoplift every day for about $900 and still get housing.
Crime.
That's what I mean. Anyway, you make me laugh because it's true. I heard some of the things I read in the newspaper. Anyway, anything else, Larry?
Well, that's it. Just checking in, waiting for the other.
Very good. Kilo Bravo 5 Charlie Victor Echo. That's Larry in Walter Hill area. I think I heard Philip in there. Was it Phil?
Yeah, that's me. W8CLA. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Fun on the radio. And that's what I always have fun on the radio. Even when it's not fantastic, I still have fun.
Oh, well, good deal. Well, we've had some in, and they've got 3 little children, so I wasn't able to check in earlier, but I was listening on YouTube and checked. I heard y'all talking about breakfast. I just want to throw it out there. I didn't know if anybody had ever thought about Shoney's there in Lebanon. They've got a room there in the back that you can reserve, and it'll hold quite a few people. And I don't think that they would be rude enough to ask anybody to. They've got a pretty nice breakfast buffet.
Yeah, oh no, we were over there a couple, I don't know, 2, let's see, 2, 4. We were over there about 6 weeks ago, and it was fine. We were over at that Lebanon location.
Okay, well, I hate that I missed that, but I didn't know if y'all had thought about that, but sounds like you've already been there, so good deal. Well, I won't hold you on here. It looks like you're probably trying to get over to your next net, and just wanted to check my signal out tonight. I'm at a different vehicle. Am I coming in okay?
Oh, you're coming in great. Great signal.
Okay, well, good deal. Well, I've got nothing further. This is W8CLA, 73 is everybody, and y'all have a good night.
Yeah, very good. And yeah, no, your signal was bumping up on S5 and over, and good audio though. And that's Whiskey 8 Papa Lima Alpha Philip, and he's in Lebanon. Who?
Chris.
Kilo Go 4. What, he can't speak for himself no more?
4CXE. I think I was in a side conversation.
Yeah, okay. How's it going, Chris? Good. When you getting ready to move into a place you can put up that tower?
Well, I don't know if they're going to let me put up a tower, but moving into a place, we just got the house actually a little, what was it? Yeah, a week ago. Moving in next week, and no HOA, so not a tower, but outside for sure.
Oh man. Well, your signal can't get too much away for sure. Where is it about you located? Or gonna be?
Actually, it'll be between Mount Juliet and Gladesville, so it'll just get better.
Oh wow. Yeah, fantastic. That sounds good. So you're going to be a homeowner instead of a renter?
No, unfortunately, the next wave goes. I'm waiting for the housing market to do something normal instead of doing what it's doing.
Well, my house has gotten a value. In other words, what I see on the realty sites costs so much, I'm not going to be able to afford to buy it.
It's not right. So out of control, basically.
Yeah, let Congress get a hold of it. They'll mess.
Well, Davidson, you know, they taxes and all this stuff, so I don't know. It's expensive now.
Well, just be glad. Like I said, I've told you, you may have heard me on the air. This home here is worth, I say worth, I don't know how much it's actually worth. Taxes on it right now are about 1,300 or so, round numbers, a year, property taxes. If this same house were approximately the same size as Mount Juliet, except it's deteriorated and 30% of the people are on federal assistance, taxes there would be about $6,000 to $8,000.
Yeah, it's expensive there, huh?
No, you got to pay a lot to get corrupt politicians, you know. The good ones, you know, the good corrupt, you know, the really corrupt ones, you really got to pay a lot. And no, I don't understand it myself. You're paying for a lot of stuff, and I have no idea to spend all that money. I really can't imagine.
Yeah, so that was upstate New York, right?
Yeah, that's in Niagara Falls. We're just
Gotcha. Yeah, my girlfriend said they call it the Vampire State.
a vampire state because of the
Yeah, because there's so many taxes, it's ridiculous.
and what's odd about that is, and I'll leave it at this: consider that New York City, which is indeed part of New York State, if all of those, there's a lot of wealthy people that live in the metro area in New York City and Long Island and north of New York, so I say the metro area, and all of those corporate, all of the stock market people there, how much taxes does that bring in? And yet the taxes in New York are still high because they're bumpkins like me.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're setting the bar a little high, huh?
Well, they just have a lot of, I don't know how to explain it. It's just that it's funny. You can live in a town, like I said, that old city I lived in is nothing to brag about. I mean, I wouldn't even want to compare it to anything in this state. You know, it's 40,000 people, run down old industrial city, and it's you can't imagine you're paying, like I said, even that old house that I grew up in, taxes are about $2,000 a year, and it's only worth about 80 grand.
Yeah.
I'll let you get rolling there, Chris. It's good to check in. Good luck with your new location. That's Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Hey, was there somebody else in there too? Any place in?
Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey.
Hey, Carl, I haven't heard from you just a little bit. How you doing?
I'm doing a whole lot better than I've been doing. And how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Hey, you didn't have anything serious going on, did you?
I'm trying to get over where I had the high sugar last year, and they put me on the metformin, and apparently I was allergic to that mess. And I'm finally getting where I can feel like doing something again instead of being wore out and hurting all over like I was.
Wow. Yeah, there's no way they would know that either, would they?
You know, they said when I told them, look, you prescribed this stuff to me on the 1st of March, and when I got up on March, I was completely messed up. Eyesight was all changed, hurting all up and down my spine, freezing to death when it was 100 degrees outside and stuff. I said, that's kind of funny if that occurred. I take the first dose of that stuff, and I get up the next morning, and I got all this stuff wrong with me. So I got on about the second week of April of last year. I just told them I wasn't taking it no more. Got where I couldn't even eat. I got down to 137, 175 down to 137. And I finally had put some weight back on. I'm up to about 152 feet. I'm feeling more like myself, and maybe things will keep getting better. I don't know. But enough of that. And I know it's cold outside right now, so I'm glad I'm inside trying to stay good and warm. I was up. We're going to do a TS2000 that I got from another guy, and I'm sitting there going through the box, and I'm trying to put everything back in the box right still so it won't get damaged. And I thought, well, I'll check into that right quick.
Yeah, I got you. I just can't believe they left on the medication beyond that first day, because last I had something like that, and the doctor said stop taking it.
Well, they told me they never did hear of anything like that. But it's a funny thing. After that all happened to me, this was all after he passed away in 2018. And they had put him on that metformin, but he was taking other medications too. And he was having all them same problems. And I didn't know what was causing it. He was 95 years old. I didn't know if it was, due to age or anything like that. He was freezing to death and stuff, and all that. And they finally took him off of it, said he didn't need to be on it anymore. And then, of course, he passed away. And then my sugar went up real high, and that was my fault. I was drinking a whole lot of orange juice. I was going through like 2 quarts of orange juice every other day. I was trying to make sure I wouldn't get that COVID, and they found too high. And that's when they put me on that. And then when all that stuff happened to me, that's when I realized, well, that's what was wrong with Daddy now. The doctor told them, you're going to take him off that mess, but I didn't know. And anyway, now I know. And anybody out here that's having problems with the sugar, I tell them, well, you better be careful taking that metformin. You better get them to start you on a real low dosage. They started me out on 1,000 milligrams first shot, trying to get down fast, and I think that's what caused all my problems. If they'd started at a lower dosage, I don't think I would have had that problem. But hell, I thought I'd check in. I've heard the date going there, and I thought I'd check in and say hello to everybody up there, and hello to you too. And I hope everybody's enjoying that, and I guess I'll be clear after yours.
Very good, Carlin. I'm glad you're feeling better. Kilo Delta, excuse me, Victor Uniform Whiskey. He's in Bethpage. Great signal out of Bethpage, by the way. Who else? Any place, anywhere?
KE4 DZ, Earl and Noreen.
Hey, Earl. I haven't heard you in a little bit. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Seems like I'm going through a weather change and a voice change over here. Maybe I haven't totally gone through puberty. But anyway, just riding the storm out and continuing trying to put the old and in with the new. But low stamina with effort just ain't like it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know very much what you mean. I mean, I have to put a gun to my own head to go out and do work.
Yeah, there you go. It's hard to make that their 4-letter word fun sometimes, but once I get started and stay focused, it works out pretty well. I got a fabulous idea what they could do with that there Nissan Stadium up there, but it's kind of like an idea. But that's it ain't really worth the way ideas go through my head. But anyhow, it is an issue, regardless of whether they want to fix the issue.
Oh, I hear you. Well, that's one of those things that people argue about in every city that has a big football team is how do you pay for the stadium, and the one who gets the most use out of it, and the money out of it seems to be the team and not the city. I've heard those arguments in every city I've ever lived in. Yeah. Anything else with the net, Earl?
No. Daggone enjoying the in with the new and out with the old part of the season yet. We're not even a month and a half, give or take a day or two into it. So overly keeping track of things over here. But yeah, just everyone out there be good, be careful, and hang on tight, enjoy the ride. KE4 DEZ 73.
Yeah, very good, Earl. That's Earl Kilo Echo for Delta Echo Zulu. Anybody else out there? Lollygaggers, lurkers, or sandbaggers?
I resemble that. Kilo uniform.
Oh man, you are like a serial lollygagger.
Real serious. Serious. How you doing, Bob?
I'm doing great. How are you, Bill?
Doing well. Hey man, you're booming over here. You're booming. I'm looking at this, checking out the radio. Not new, but it's an FT847. Just looking at it, and you're pegging me plus 60.
Oh wow, that's not too much. Man, I know about where you are. I don't know exactly. I know you're in Possum Town.
Yeah, it's about 8 miles north of Lebanon, near school. And that Steve that was on there earlier that you were helping with the antenna, he was the same way. He was pegging my needle.
Really? Because he's operating. Well, he had 50 watts, but he was on a Slim Jim hanging out the window.
No, I mean he was plus 60 on this thing. I mean,
He's like I said, he's only got a Slim Jim hanging out the window.
well, he may not be listening well, but he's sure transmitting well.
Yeah, it's amazing what a path will do. And you figure there's people on 50 watts at a Murfreesboro that if you
Yeah, that's true. You know, I think I had more trouble with the south than anything. Seems like a lot of the, I guess it would be southwest. That's where I seem to have. There must be a hill or something between me and there.
yeah, apparently there is because there's a lot of some difficulties in it. Well, mostly hearing. I would say you're right. There's people who have difficulties moving over to the south from Murfreesboro.
I hear Murfreesboro. I usually hear Laverne and Smyrna up over in that whenever they call in. But seems as I south of Nashville there, that's where the problem is. But west, I usually do pretty well.
Yeah, I don't know what your what's your elevation?
It's 600 something, I believe.
Oh, that's a decent elevation.
Yeah, I think I'd have to double check that. Running a tram equivalent to a Diamond 510.
Yep, it's a nice antenna. I have one.
Yeah, it works real well. Okay, I'll let you get back to it. I know it's been a while. 7-3 to you there, Paul, and 7-3 to everybody on the. Get you a little bit earlier next time.
All right, don't. You missed my my new byword for the net.
What's that?
Let's get ready to mumble.
That works.
I don't know if it works or not. I just thought it was funny. Bill, Kilo 4 whiskey uniform, and he is in Possum Town, north of Lebanon. Anybody else out there? Anybody, any place, anywhere, please come down. Or we jump over to the 2 meters upper side main. Not a threat, it's a promise. Well, very good. We had 36, which is a little higher than we've had in the last few weeks. But again, we just keep track for reference. We don't really, like I told somebody the other day, if we're back to 10 people checking in, I'd still do the net. It's not a question of numbers, really. It's a question of just having fun and talking to people on the air. Anyway, moving over, I'm going to close out this portion of the net, unless I hear a complaint within the next 10 seconds or so, and move over to 144.240 upper side. Okay, too late. I'm moving K4PW QSY to 144.240. This is Kilo 4, Pop Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 144.240. Looking for check-ins from the, where I said we were. I think we were checking in from the north. Anybody north, please come in. Anybody from the west?
KM4 YRF, Mike and Belshire.
Hey, very good, Mike. You sound great. That's KM4YRF, Michael and Belshire.
KG4 LV, Jack and Donaldson.
Yep, you sound good as well. That's Jack, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor Jack. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Greg Antioch.
We had again Antioch, and there was somebody else doubled there. Who was that?
Kilo 4 Victor Alpha Mike Andersonville.
Hey, very good, Mike. You got a good signal. That's Kilo 4 Victor Alpha. Who else is north or west?
KG4 CXE Chris and Dalton.
Very good. You Chris, Kilo Golf 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is north or west?
WB0NOO, Mark in Northwest West.
Very good. Yeah, nice quiet signal there, Mark. Kilo Bravo 0, November Oscar Oscar. Who else is north or west? Or south?
Kilo Bravo 5, Echo.
A good strong signal from you there, Larry. That's Kilo Bravo 5, Charlie, Echo Charlie. Excuse me, can't read my own writing here. Good to have you in there, Larry. You do sound great. Great audio. Who else is south or?
Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform.
Oh man, now you're gonna mess me up twice in one night.
Yeah, might as well go for the full enchilada.
Pretty good. You sound good, Bill. That radio is working. Now that's a full 50-watt radio on the 2 meter.
Yeah, it's a 100-watt 2 watts on the 2 meter, correct?
Okay, good. I'm just not that familiar. And it's an 8. Which number is that?
Yaesu FT 847.
847. Was that the predecessor to the 857?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, very good. I'll have to look it up. I forget. Anyway, that was Bill, Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform. Nice to have him in there twice in one night. And he's in the Possum Town. Who else is out there east?
Kilo Echo 4 Echo Zulu.
Okay, I heard 2 in there, but Earl happened to win that. Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Good audio. Your voice is getting lower, Earl. You must be getting more testosterone. Who else was in?
KM4HQ.
Hey, Stan, how you doing? I'm glad you're doing well.
Yeah, but they're pretty good.
Signal sounds good. You having a good time?
Yeah, I have a little bit of back purple. It's going to rain again.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's true. Anyway, that's Stan, Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Quebec Echo. Good to have you in there. A little after a little vacation from the net. All righty. Anybody else? Please come now while I do a quick count here. Well, there was 11 of us here on Upper Sideband. That's pretty good. We're going to move over to 6 meters unless I hear somebody in a minute. Anybody else, anyplace, anywhere, please come in. All righty, Mike, you're thinking?
Sure will, KM4 wire.
Yeah, we're moving over to the 50.135 K4P. 135. All righty, this is K4PW at the Mount Juliet radio. Now, hold on one second. Yeah, this is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simple. Is there anybody from the north? Please come in.
W4NP.
Whiskey 4NP. Very good signal tonight on 6 meters. Have you been on 6 meters before with it?
Well, technically, this is the first time. Last week, I listened in and then got my antenna tuner tuned up my wire, and seemed like it done pretty good. So I thought I would give it a try and check in, see how things went.
Oh, very good. No, you're doing fine. I didn't remember you being on the 6 meter before. No, you're doing great. That was David in David. Yeah, I'll get it straight here in a second. Whiskey 4 NP. That's in White House. That's right. How could I forget? Whiskey 4 November. Who else is? Very good. Sound great there, Mark. That's Whiskey Bravo 0 NOO. He's in Northwest Wilson. West. Hey, Jack. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Good signal. You sound a little off frequency, but I hear it real well. Yeah, I think they are, and quiet too. Anyway, that's Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor, Jack in Donaldson. Who else is north or west? We got Kilo, a couple in there. Kilo November 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot, Mike in Belshire. Who was the other person? Very good. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-ray Echo. Chris in Donaldson. Good signal. Who else is north or west?
Kilo Delta Echo, Greg.
Very good. Awesome signal there, Greg. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Was there somebody else in there too, west or south?
Kilo Bravo 5 Echo, Charlie.
Very good. It's in there, Larry, but your signal is very, very tiny. I can hear you, though.
Yeah, you're pretty weak on me too. Of course, I'm vertical, but I to the horizontal dipole to hear you and back to the vertical transfer.
Ah, very good. Well, I copy you fine. You're just a very little signal shown, but I got a good copy on you. That's Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor there in Walter Hill. Any place, anywhere?
Kilo 4 Whiskey uniform.
Oh man, I can't take. That's it. This isn't like Jesse. This isn't like Jesse Jackson in the World Series where he hit 3 home runs, is it?
Think so. It's a 3 strikes, I'm out.
No, we never do that. You know, we don't have rules. Can't even check in. You can check in 3 times on one net.
I think I just did.
Very good. That's Kilo 4 Whiskey uniform. That's Bill. Impossible. Good signal. Who else is anywhere? All righty. We'll finish that up. It's a grand total of 9 on the 6 meter net, and a really good conditions tonight. Quiet. So close out the net unless I get another check in. Fine business. You guys have a great night. Finished up at 9:04 PW. Closing. Appreciate everybody being here.